This video demonstrates how to install a round or octagonal window so that it never leaks. Find window opening through the Tyvek and make sure all button cap fasteners are away from the window opening by at least 8 inches. Using the rough opening as a guide, cut the Tyvek away from the entire opening. Six-inch DuPont FlexWrap will be used to flash the window's nailing fin to the wall, so you'll want to make these next cuts far enough away from the window opening to accommodate for the FlexWrap. Starting at about 8 inches above and to the side of the window opening, make a vertical cut down and then diagonally over to the window opening just below the halfway point of the height of the window. Pull the flap up and away from the window opening and temporarily tack it with Tyvek tape out of the way. Using pieces of Tyvek tape, tack the Tyvek at the rough opening to prepare for installing the sill flashing. Installing this window in a wall of 2x4 framing, the 6-inch wide DuPont FlexWrap is used. If the wall consists of 2x6 framing, the 9-inch wide FlexWrap would be required. For the sill, cut a piece of FlexWrap in a length which will allow it to extend 1 inch above the Tyvek at the rough opening. Fold the FlexWrap where the release paper is perforated. Double the FlexWrap and remove half of the widest side of the release paper. Place the FlexWrap into the sill, gently guiding it onto the sill and up the jamb. Take care not to allow the narrow release paper into the sill area. This could cause difficulty in removing the release paper. Make sure the FlexWrap extends out of the opening enough to turn down onto the wall 2 inches. Continue removing the wide section of release paper on the other side and gently place it onto the sill and jamb. Remove the remaining release paper and press the DuPont FlexWrap out and onto the wall. Using a roller and pressure, force the FlexWrap against the jamb, sill, and wall. Using Dupont Residential Sealant, place a bead of the sealant at the edge of the window opening, but leaving a weep space at the bottom of the window. Following your window manufacturer's installation instructions, install the window into the window opening. A high-pressure wind skirt gives your window opening a managed way for water to exit the window opening by providing a weep strategy while stopping airflow and water intrusion at the bottom of the window. This strategy can be utilized using leftover Tyvek and a little tape, but could save the homeowner thousands of dollars. Start by cutting a piece of Tyvek 18 inches long and 4 inches wider than the distance from the outside edge of the nailing flange to the outside edge of the opposing nailing flange. Tack the high-pressure wind skirt in place with Tyvek tape a third of the way up the window and evenly from side to side. Trim around the window where the tape can be used to evenly adhere the high-pressure wind skirt to the nailing flange. tape the high pressure windskirt to the nailing flange, but not to the wall. Be sure not to tape the bottom edge of the skirt either. Notice how the high pressure windskirt is not attached to the wall, but attached to the nailing flange. This strategy creates the weep or managed path for any water. Now tape the sides of the high pressure windskirt to the wall. Begin applying the FlexWrap to the window by removing a small section of the release paper and attaching it to the nailing flange. Remember to first attach the FlexWrap to the flange and not to the wall. As these small sections are in place on the flange, the FlexWrap will easily expand onto the wall with slight pressure. As you work around the window, do not stretch the FlexWrap lengthwise, as this will simply cause wrinkles. It is also a best practice to use a roller and pressure to get the best adhesion to the wall. Release the flap from above and cover the FlexWrap. Now, using scissors, trim away an inch of the flap at the window. This will allow the Tyvek tape to be equally adhered to the Tyvek head flap and the top sheet of the FlexWrap. Now simply tape and roll all the seams on the DuPont Tyvek head flap.